Let's talk about anxiety. So I suffered from anxiety for almost 2 years, and it debilitated me to the point that I couldn't go to work, I couldn't run my own house anymore. Getting up every single day was a challenge, and stepping outside was the biggest struggle. And after what felt like a lifetime of trying different things, asking for help, speaking to professionals, taking medication, setting small goals for myself, and then having relapses, and then having to start all over again and again and again, I am now finally at a point where I have a better grasp and autonomy over my own life. So Ustadh and I decided to make a video on some of the things that we found useful on this long road to recovery.
First thing we need to know is that there is never one magical solution that will allow us to get us back on our feet right away. Anxiety is something that affects us in a multi-dimensional level. Therefore, its healing process has to be multi-dimensional too. If anxiety can take over our mind, our physical self, and our spiritual well-being, then to overcome it, we need to tackle each area specifically.
Okay, for this video, let's break it down to 3 different areas of attention: the physical, the spiritual, and the psychological. Now, the physical aspect is very important, but doesn't seem to get enough attention and encouragement. Why is it important? Because anxiety can generate a lot of pent-up energy that needs to be released in order for your body to restore its balance. And you can range this activity from deep breath work and slow Tai Chi movements to thoroughly stretching yourself out and going for a run, whatever suits you in that specific moment. But anybody who's suffering from long-term anxiety must have one form of rigorous exercise in PA at least once a week. So that could be netball, tennis, football, jiu-jitsu, karate, anything that you might be remotely passionate about, get on it.
When tackling the spiritual, it's not as simple as reciting the Quran or reading your salah. It's about a deeper reflection into your own existence, who you are and what you want from your human experience. Listen to the sound that's calling you home, and then recite the Quran and understand its meaning. Pray your salah and internalize its meaning and build a relationship with your eternal self. So start with shukr, naming all those things which you are grateful for every single day. Then have a self-assessment and ask someone around you who is qualified to assist you with this. Sit with those who reflect, who aren't slaves to their own ego, and seek to understand your faith in a way that makes you closer to it. And most importantly, strip yourself of judgment and pressures of who you think you have to be.
And finally, the psychological aspect of recovery. We need to start off by recognizing and blocking any unhelpful thoughts. Thoughts like predicting the future, assuming what people are thinking about you, exaggerating situations in your mind, and pressurizing or labeling yourself. Treat these thoughts like a toxic ex. Oh, hi! Blocked. After this, pay attention to your own specific triggers and make active changes in your life to avoid them where you can. A mental form of release, like journaling or speaking to a professional, is key. Declutter your mind, through cleaning your house or a social media detox, which is really important because media-induced anxiety is extremely common. And finally, research anxiety coping techniques such as tapping and grounding yourself.
So tackle anxiety with a wholesome recovery package: physical, spiritual, and psychological.
And remember that this recovery is never a straight journey. You'll have highs and lows, and it's not as simple as ticking everything off a list and suddenly you're cured. You're going to go through days where you do 10 things to help your anxiety, and then a week where you only do 1 thing to help your anxiety. But just keep going, keep trying. You deserve to live a happy life, and one day you'll be telling others on how you survived. Stepping outside was like...
You want to stop it? Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Straight.
You erred there.
Okay. You erred. Anxiety,
It's about a deeper relationship, reflection. Physical, spiritual, and psychological.
And remember, oh, sorry, whoa, just like spoke over you. Sorry.
Oh, whoa, yeah. And that's it from us today.
Well, oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Mad editing after, you know.
Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya li la la. Ya la la la, ya la la la, li la la. Ya la la la, ya la la, ya li la la. Ya la la la, ya la la, li la la.